I'm about to share with you a huge lesson I just took from my advanced leadership course. So I was doing an advanced leadership course. It was a 5-day course, 12 to 16 hours a day, and it really highlighted some harsh truths about myself. One of them I'm about to share with you, and also how you can choose who you want to be in any moment and just change the person you are. So all that past baggage doesn't count. You can be who you want to be in the moment. So I'm going to share with you how I figured that out and the breakthrough I had, and so you can apply it to your life today in this very next moment after this video. So I'll speak for myself. Sometimes we can carry baggage, sometimes we have certain patterns that we go into, and we have certain ways of thinking. I'll be absolutely honest, one of mine is being selfish. I can be selfish, I put myself first a lot of the time. And sometimes it's great, you know, sometimes it works putting myself first. Other times it takes me away from who I want to be. So on this course, they advised you and they asked you to make a decision on three words that really say who you are or who you want to be. To pick 3 powerful words that say who you want to be, the type of person you want to be from now on. So I was thinking about the 3 words, and the 3 words that I picked personally were to be loving, compassionate, and a committed leader. A loving, compassionate, and a committed leader. And the reason why I picked those 3 words is because I honestly believe that the best thing person can be in life is being an absolutely loving person. I honestly believe that's what it is. If I died knowing that, you know, I really loved people and I gave out a lot of love and made people's lives better, I'm done. That's good for me. That's good enough for me. The second thing is compassionate, and compassion means, you know, being to care for others, to be able to put yourself in their shoes, be empathetic, care for others. And I think really compassion is a way of showing love to others, and that traditionally has been difficult for me. If you know about personality types, I'm an INTJ, and I tend to think about myself, tend to be quite selfish, and it's quite difficult for me to understand other people's feelings, let alone be compassionate about them. And then finally, I said committed. What does commitment mean? For me, committed means being unreasonably committed to things that I say. Unreasonably, meaning I'll do whatever it takes to achieve the goals I set for myself, to do whatever it takes to be loving and compassionate. And a leader, of course, well, I believe we're all leaders, whether you realize it or not, because you never know who's watching you in life and who's copying you. So I picked those 3 words. I encourage you to pick 3 words for yourself right now. What are 3 words that really sum up the person you want to be? Think of it right now, or take a pen and paper and start scribbling, start thinking about it. It might take you more than a second to figure it out. And I want to share with you my breakthrough. So on this course, I committed to these 3 words, right? This is who I'm going to be. Loving, compassionate, committed leader. Then, the course was really designed to just put you through it, to make you, really pressure you and really make you crack under pressure. And we got to a point, it was on the last day of the course, and there was a person on the course who I felt throughout the course they'd be trying to make the course about them. Alright, there's around 91 people on the course, and I was like, oh, this person, you know, they're making it about them, they like the attention. And there was an incident towards the end where we were doing a group activity, and then someone suggested that we actually took time out to focus on this one individual, the individual who I thought was sort of working it so they got more attention than everyone else. So initially, I must admit, at the same time, I was really hungry. I was starving. I was so hungry at the time. So I was like, all right, you know, the team, they can take care of this guy and do all of that. He's had enough attention anyway. I'm going to grab my food, eat it, because I'm hungry and I don't know when I'm going to have a chance to eat. So I grabbed my food, selfish, started walking out the door. I was like sneaking out, like, let me just focus on my food. As I was walking through the door, it just dawned on me, those 3 words. Loving, compassionate, committed leader. And I asked myself, who was I being? By not being there for this person, by not showing some compassion and love, whether they was working the system or not, by not showing compassion and love, I was breaking my word. I wasn't being committed. So I put my food down, I went over to this person, and I joined him with the group and supported him in that moment of need. Now that was a change for me, because it was loving, it was compassionate, and it was being committed to the group, committed to the group's well-being. I hadn't done that before. And in that moment I realized I had changed, and I realized the key to change is making a decision, moment by moment by moment, a decision on who you're going to be each moment. In that moment I chose to be loving, compassionate and committed. So what I want to ask you is to pick 3 words that really define who you want to be, and then moment by moment start acting on those words, whether you feel like it or not. Because if you start acting on those words, you can fake it until you make it and become that person who you want to be. You will be that person, and it can start right now. So my challenge to you is to write down the 3 words and then start acting as if you are that person right now. I'll see you tomorrow. This is Adama Daily.